Hey everybody, it's Dina Rico with the Creativity Cave. I'm so excited to be stamping with you today because I have an adorable project to share with you. These two cards. You might remember I made this card last week. This was part of my Friday Quickies and the technique was the Z-fold card. I loved how this card turned out. I thought it was so stinking cute, so I had to keep going. And I was having so much fun using these ombre pads that are new this year from Stampin' Up. So I went ahead and made this card very simple and cute. I added, as you can see, a little sparkle on the top of those snow cones and just added a simple birthday greeting. Very simple. This is just our single happy birthday. It comes just as a single stamp. And I loved how that turned out. So I thought I would keep going, and I stamped summer using my layered letters alphabet. But wait till you see the most awesome part. It's the inside. So I put my 3 snow cones in there, and I put the best things in life are sweet and you're one of the sweetest. I just think this is so cute. Again, just a super fun card to share with somebody. So let me take you through how I did it. And I have to tell you, I have to point out a couple of the little details that I have on here because these are some great tips. So you can see I used the Seaside Embossing folder, which is these cool wavy lines, which I just love. I took and colored in just a few of them with my Wink of Stella, and isn't that just super fun? I love the just occasional waves of glimmery happiness, right? Okay. Then I want to show you the fun. This is using a new punch that we have, and to be honest, I can't even think what the name of this is right now. I'll have this as well as all of the details on my blog with the dimensions of everything and whatnot. But I used this punch to create the fun, and I'll show you how I did that because it's pretty cool. And then, of course, inside, oh my gosh, aren't these adorable? So let's get started. I know I could go on and tell you about how cute it is, but you can probably see that. All right, so actually, to start, I'm going to stamp my summer letters, and I'm using, like I said, the layered letters alphabet, and I have the stamps kind of arranged on some blocks here. So SU, as in Stampin' Up, or whatever, summer. And then I'm going to stamp the two and two in different colors because it just works out that way that there are 6 letters in summer and 3 colors of ombre ink. Isn't it nice when things just work out? Okay, so I'm going to just go ahead and stamp these on a scrap of cardstock that I have. And if you recall, if you watched my Friday Quickie last time, I talked about whenever I'm stamping on these ombre pads, I'm going to tap and twist a little bit. That's kind of how I'm inking it up. And that is to help get rid of the lines. And I did a really good job there. Good job, Dina. It's to get rid of the lines that you get from between each color of ink. And the other question I commonly get is, why don't they have refills for these ink pads? And the reason is because it would be very cost prohibitive. There are 3 ombre ink pads. If you had all 3, that's 15 colors of ink refills. And that the refills are $3.25 a piece. So simple math tells us it's cheaper to just buy another pad. It's also just 15 more items that Stampin' Up! Has to stock, and there's a limited number of items they can stock in the warehouse for the pick line, and I would rather have 14 more awesome stamp sets or accessories myself. I'm just saying. So here we are, summer. Now I'm going to trim that with my trimmer. I'm grabbing it from under my countertop, and to finish this, I will trim this down, and then I have a piece of cardstock to mount it to, and I'm actually gonna cut just a little extra off because I have a little smudge of ink or something on there. So I will trim that to 4 inches, and then I am going to trim this to 4 1/8 because I personally, by the way, how big was this? 1 3/4. So I'm going to trim this down And by the way, the measurements on this are a little bit less critical because if you didn't space yours exactly the same as I did, yours might be shorter or longer than mine. So, you know, this is kind of just a guess. That's why I started with that long piece, because then I could make it, you know, however long I wanted. All right, but there's my summer. So I've got that. I am going to take the embossed piece. I pre-embossed that, fold my card, and get my Wink of Stella out. I love this Wink of Stella. It is just so fun to use. So just like I did in my sample, I'm going to just pick a few random spots to color the Wink of Stella. And, you know, every time I go to shoot a video, I realize that I'm almost out. I need to grab another Wink of Stella. I hope I have one because I kind of totally love this stuff. It just adds that nice little sparkle to everything, and it's so pretty and easy to use. It works with any color. Love it. And it's really fun just to add. I'm actually doing the exact same spots that I did on my last one. The same waves, because I really liked the ones I picked. They worked out just fine. And by the way, this is a good thing to try not to get on other spots, because it really looks awesome if it's just inside these little waves. Okay. And remember, we're going to cover up a portion of this, so it's okay if you don't have the whole wave. So like right here, I'm going to cover up some of this with the summer. So we'll leave it be. We won't do the whole thing. I'm really excited because my son is going to a sleepover birthday party tonight, and I'm giddy. Let's just say summer has been a little dry in this last week, and he is going to be out of the house. I cannot wait. I hope you won't mom shame me, but sometimes a mother just needs a little time alone. Oh my gosh. Okay. There we have it. Oh, so shimmery and pretty. Okay. Let's do or actually we'll attach it to our card and then we'll do the inside. So I've got, this is just Bermuda Bay layered up on Bermuda Bay cardstock, so it just looks fun. And then we'll do the summer, and then I'll show you how I did the fun, because it's really easy. Just layer this up. I love Fast Fuse because it's just such a nice strong adhesive. It really holds everything together great. Okay, now the fun is actually coming from the stamp set Thoughtful Banners, and this is such an awesome stamp set. It does coordinate with that punch that I was sharing with you, but what I'm going to do is just pull out the word fun right here and stick it on my block, and then we will stamp it on a scrap and punch it out, and it works just wonderfully. So I always like using my black archival ink. It's a nice vivid black color, which of course is awesome. And then I'll grab my punch and I'm just going to punch it out. So I like the position on one side. Okay. Then I will feed this through like so. And then I have it to the length that I desire. And ooh, look at that. It's a cute little arrow. That's cute for scrapbooking. I might just add, or to stick on a card. But summer fun, so I can, and you know, I could do it like this too, to be honest. My intention was this, but I kind of like the look of that. It's kind of a fun arrow. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, but to attach it to my card, I'm going to use a dimensional. And because this is kind of a little piece, I'm just going to snip off a hunk of the border of my dimensional sheets, because these pieces work great for these little skinny pieces to pop up on my card. Okay, so I've got summer fun right there. Now, to finish the inside, I've got a piece of cardstock. that I'm going to use as my base, but let me show you my sample. You can see I popped these up just because it's more fun that way, I think. I don't know. Should we do it without popping them up on here, and then we can decide if it's worth the extra effort of cutting those out? Because I know fussy cutting, I mean, let's just be honest, it's not the favorite activity of all stampers. In fact, that's why we always want something that has framelits or punches that punch it out or cut it out for us. Okay, so again, I'm twisting and tapping to ink up my stamp, and I always look at the back just to make sure there aren't any glaring lines in between. I'm going to stamp the first one in the middle, and then that way I can space the other two on either side. That looks good, but of course we need to clean this off, and I'll do that quickly so that we can use the next color of ink. Then I've got, this is Calypso Coral, the first was Bermuda Bay. Looking good. We'll stamp that right here. Oh, so cute. And last, ooh, sorry, I didn't mean to bump the camera there. Last but not least is Rich Razzleberry. Now, when I do stamp or store these ink pads, I do store them upside down so that the ink stays in the surface of the ink pad. Some people argue whether or not that's necessary. I just have always preferred the results that I get when I do it that way, so that's why I do it. And then what I'm going to do is take a couple of words from the Sweet Cupcake stamp set, and actually I'm using the whole bundle here. So this is such a cute set. In fact, I featured this on a Friday Quickie not too long ago, but I love the little sayings. All right, so I'm going to use some of those cute little words, and I have this arsenal of scrap papers left over from when I cut my cardstock down, and I'm actually just trying to grab the right size piece here. I've got all these little scraps that I keep, and they're different lengths, or different widths, I guess I should say. Yeah, this one will work. That just looked really skinny to me for some reason. So I love using those to make these banners because they're so easy. So the first one that I'm going to stamp on the banner, I'm all tongue twisted, is The Best Things in Life Are. I'm going to use my ink pad, my ombre ink pad, and I'm just going to stamp across one color. So I kind of like that I can do that. And I will stamp this down. I love the see-through because look at how perfect that is. And then remember our punch. We're going to use it to make the flag ends. And I want to go in just a little further than that. And there we have it. I will do the same thing I did on the last little flag that I made. Excuse me. And I will I will use the dimensionals to pop it up on top. And then I have pre-cut myself a sweet from some silver glimmer paper, and that is the framelit that comes in this bundle. Oh, but first, hello. I mean, we've got to Wink of Stella up this business here. So I'll put my Wink of Stella right over the top, and when you use Wink of Stella, you can actually pick up some of the ink from your stamped image. It looks clean to me right now, so I'm going to let it be. But, and my Wink of Stella is not flowing. I think it's because it's about empty. Let me see if I have another one. Oh my gosh, I keep doing this. Oh, this one looks good. Oh yeah, there we go. I think I am out. I've heard, though, that you can put some rubbing alcohol to kind of extend the life of your Wink of Stella, because I know there's still some in there. All right, now I see I have a little bit of ink on here, so I'm just going to take my scrap and kind of just clean that off before I go into the next color. That way I'm not smearing colors together, and you can see there's more on this. So I just want to get that cleaned off. All right. Then I will add the best things in life are, and if I was really smart, I might have just maybe let that dry for a second before sticking it on there. And then I'm going to add sweet, but next I'm going to stamp "and you're one of the sweetest." And I just think this is a great card to send to a friend you haven't seen in a long time, or to cheer somebody up, or whatever. Of course, it would make a great birthday card as well. So I've got my sweet, which I will just adhere right over the top of those amazingly awesome snow cones. And since today is supposed to be like 115 heat advisory here in the lovely state of Iowa, I actually read a story that the corn actually makes it more hot and humid because there's so much corn in Iowa. It gives off or like something about the dew, and don't let my biology degree fool you. I didn't read the article very clearly, so I can't remember the exact details, but it makes it hotter in the air. It's crazy. Okay, so there we have it. The best things in life are sweet. And I love this because this goes on the inside of the card. It's not even the outside best part. It's like you open it up and there's a surprise inside, and I love cards like that. Okay, so I will attach this to the inside of my card with a little bit of fast fuse, and we have ourselves a hit, I think. I could totally go for a snow cone right now. I just might tell you that. All right. So isn't this just such a fun card? Now, the thing I need to know is popped up or not. I don't think it makes that big a difference. And that's like a whole extra big number of steps you can take out of the process of making this beauty. Anyway, don't forget I have the really simple one too. I think this is just so sweet as well. I hope you enjoyed these cards that I shared with you today. Please go to my blog for all the details, and you can see everything I used and see the pictures as well. And I'll even throw this one in the link on there. The link to that blog post will be in the description of this video. Please feel free to share this with your friends. And of course, when you are dying to get your hands on some of these fun goodies, I would love it if you would shop through my online store, because it helps me support more videos just like this for you all the time. Thanks, guys. Have a great day. Bye.